Hello everyone, I'm Russell Davis, and I'll be doing a commentary on this trailer I made almost a year ago. In about 2 months or so, it will have been a year, for what ended up becoming my and Griffin Jones's series, Insanity. This trailer was something that I did long before the idea for a series even came into my mind. It was when the idea to make a horror video, was still just basically going to be a slightly longer short film than my usual short films. So without further ado, let's get started. Obviously, as I said, about a year ago, in about 2 months, this will have been, uploaded and made and shot by me. I had to work on this completely alone, and how I did that was my parents. It was actually New Year's Eve, and my parents were at Olive Garden, and I was supposed to go with them, but I didn't want to go with them. I went and I made this. I stayed home. And I made this, and I took about 4 hours, and I made it completely alone, so every shot you see here had to be set up by me. And, I had to know where the camera was, know that I was in frame, in focus. It was a lot of work. I went with these skewed camera angles because I just wanted something to feel off. And as if the lights flickering on, as if the lights turning off and the music wasn't enough, I thought what could make this a little bit awkward and even worse for the viewer and make them feel a bit more uncomfortable than they already do. I thought, why not skew camera angles? So that's why they're all a bit, leaning and tilted and just a bit odd and a bit off-putting. So that was largely a stylistic choice. That's not just, me messing around with the camera. It is in some sense, but it's not me, messing around without knowing it. This is obviously a major plot hole in the trailer itself, which is that why wouldn't you just walk away from the mirror? But we're not focusing on that right now. I'm going in more into detail about how it was made. I made, this took a lot of work. And I edited this together, and I wrote the thing, and this was less a trailer for anything than it was, because it's its own thing, it's its own short film, and that's actually why I stopped making these types of trailers. But it was its own short film, basically, and it was more just a test to see if I had enough skill to pull off editing skill and shooting skill to pull off something that definitely had a tone and feel to it. And as much as I am my own biggest critic, and I don't like to compliment myself all too often, I will definitely say that this achieved a feel and a mood. And I just wanted people, it was basically a test run more than it was a trailer. And that was pretty interesting. It was fun to make. It was just really hard. That lighting was impossible to work with, by the way. If you notice, it gets darker throughout the trailer, and that's obviously because of the rate at which, daylight savings time and stuff impacts how dark it gets and how fast it happens. It doesn't really impact how fast it happens, but you get what I'm trying to say. When I showed this to my mother, I was so afraid that she would just tell me not to post it to YouTube because she would think it was too violent. When I showed it to her, she actually was really proud of it. Now, don't get me wrong, she wasn't proud of it for being violent. She was proud of it for, being a good story and stuff like that. So, my mother is awesome, and my dad is awesome, and my parents are awesome, and I love them. But she actually ended up liking it, and I was sort of surprised by that. So yeah, that's pretty much the commentary on the trailer. It was just a test run, pretty much. Goodbye.